as well. He took advantage of the COVID-19 lockdown when the medical supplies were not available. He treated birds using organic method, which earned him a huge amount of money. He became a hotcake for poultry farmers in Kogi State capital, Lokoja, Kogi, and its environs.
If I can remember, during 2019, the impact of COVID-19 actually stopped the importation of synthetic drugs, vaccines. I had to come in play. I made huge amount of capital from it. Yes, why? Because there was no drugs, no vaccine, and the birds are dying. They needed me to come in. That was how I made money. And to the great surprise, my wife thought I was joking or kidding, but we're all smiling at the end of the day because money kept flowing in day by day because farms were collapsing and they needed help. They needed medication. So I stand in and made them to understand that there was something called organic, which actually derived from CDA.
Initially, when we started the poultry business like 5 to 6 years ago, it was synthetic that we all knew. So going on as about late 2020, we were introduced into the organic by Madam Mercy. When we started, it was that kind of panic because we didn't really understand what organic was about. It was still very new in the market. But along the line, when we started settling down to really know what the organic was about, like the nitty-gritty of it, sourced for our raw materials, and we started using it according to how she has prescribed for us, we started getting results. Results like faster growth, reduced mortality. So some of the money that we would spend on getting vaccines, you know, was reduced because most of these organic are naturally sourced. They are not as expensive as the synthetic vaccine that you would ordinarily go to buy, and the price will shoot up day in, day out. So generally, I would say that since we have tried both, we are able to better compare and know that organic is what actually gives us better results compared to the synthetic.
We have come to meet with the beneficiaries on aquaculture in Lokoja. For the aquaculture also, the trainees have a great takeaway from the CDA training. Mrs. Mariam Bello transfers water from the fish pond to grow an orchard at her backyard. This is courtesy of CDA training.
I must say that the knowledge acquired from the training had really improved my performance in fish production. I used to have just the rubber tank, fish pond. But from the training, I got to know that we'll be using fiber pond. And that fiber pond, this one we are seeing here, has really increased the volume of my production. Everything about fish is money. The water from the fish is money. For my backyard garden, I don't need to buy fertilizer. The water from the fish is an organic fertilizer. If you go to the back of the fish pond there, you see how green the plantain orchards, are doing. Even vegetable. I eat my vegetable fresh from the garden.
These are few out of dozens of beneficiaries who were trained at the Center for Dryland Agriculture by University and had transformed their lives. The CDA has no doubt impacted on lives of people across sub-Saharan Africa. From Kogi State, we moved down to Kaduna State to meet with those beneficiaries of appeals program trained at the CDA. Ibrahim Yusuf is one of the trainees from Kaduna State who had undergone training at the CDA on aquaculture. He employs 2 people and seeking to expand. This is what Ibrahim told us during an interview with him in Kaduna about the gains from the CDA training.
I have a wife at home and I have siblings because I'm the second of 9 family, and my late elder brother is dead, so I'm the head of the family, and my father is late, so I cater for them. So because of that, I don't seek for any job. I'm a craft entrepreneur with a whatever profession, and I have this as a business at home, and I have a farmland, which, based on what I earn here, I invested there. Like this year, I tried to take advantage of the rainy season. I planted maize and rice. I have my brother, which he know that he benefited from me. He used 1 or 2 things. If he needed money, I would give him. So I don't have employee, outside employee, but my sibling, my younger ones, and my wife were part of the business also.
Most of the trainees we met are happy with the knowledge they acquired during the training at CDA. They are passionate about their agribusiness, through which they provide jobs to others and becoming self-reliant. Muhammad Zakaria is one of those we met at Kaduna State.
Well, to God be the glory, we received different courses after we went down to that Center for Dryland Agriculture under the umbrella of poultry. Let me just call it poultry. After that, we later came back to our state, where we started impacting or applying the knowledge we acquired from that institution to various, let me just say, communities or our fellow humans, even before we received the funds. But after the funds get to us, we now realize that we can still add value to our people's life. We can also help ourselves, take good care of ourselves, be self-reliant, and also we see a great position where we can employ more and more and more. And that's why we see that we are really impacting lives, not just life, but a lot of lives.
The journey had taken us back to Kano to meet with another set of beneficiaries of Appeals Project trained at the Center for Dryland Agriculture. Adam Ibrahim is into poultry farming, growing both broilers and layers. He told us how the training has greatly impacted on his life and his family.
Gaskiya ba abin da zan ce alhamdulillah, dan kasuwancin nan ya taimake ni fiye da tunanina ma, dan ban taba zaton ba zai mun ma abin da ya mun ba. Alhamdulillah, gaskiya na yi achieving abubuwa da dama, alhamdulillah.
The CDA did not only focus on the agribusiness apprenticeship skills, but also how to market the product produced. The approach, the technique and persuasion are all part of the package and takeaway from the 4 weeks long training.
Gaskiya dai shi wannan kasuwancin na da yake haɗin gwiwa ne, beneficiaries ne guda biyu ne da ni da partnership ina. Sannan kuma muna da ma'aikata gaskiya da yawa. Akalla dai a gidan gona muna da kamar ma'aikata 3 haka. Sannan bayan mun ibi kwan mun yi supply ɗinsa, mukan je mu raba a gurare, su ma dai suna ƙarƙashin ma'aikatan mu kenan. Inda a ciki za su samu dan wani abu da za su samu su su ma su dan sa a makoshi dai da dan rike kansu dai da sauran abubuwa.
Hawa Abdullahi Ibrahim was trained in aquaculture. She said the training was marvelous and now putting the knowledge in practice, thereby contributing to Nigeria's economy.
The place is not all that big, but I'm hoping to boost it that somebody will benefit from it. From me, that I benefit from this training. I would like the other people to come and benefit.
She employs 3 people. She has planned to be a big employer of labor through expanding the fish farming business.
I have 3 to 4 people. One is the security of this place. Then second one, I have somebody that is taking care of the places, sweeping, and there is anything like mowing. As you can see, it's 9. You can see it's very clean. Before I come in the morning, he has done his job. Then 2 people that are my children for feeding, draining the water, changing treatment. Mine is only supervision as their mother.
For Ismail Adamu, he chose to go into rice milling and processing. He shares with us his experience at the center.
Including myself, I have 3 other employees that are working under me. Yes, we work together hand in hand.
Apart from rice processing and selling the finished product, Ismail Adamu is also making money from the rice husk.
Actually, as at now, the business is already impacting, where I'm seeing the impact of the business in the society, because apart from the rice that we sell to the community at a very cheap price, we sell rice husk to people around us that's rare animals. They use it for for feeding their animals. We also sell the charcoal that we normally get after we have parboiled our rice. We sell it to the nearby community. And apart from that, the employees that we normally work with us are people from the neighboring communities.